Welcome to your channel, the Journey's Joy Ministry. My name is Mervin Hierunguru. This is your channel that focuses on Christian marriage and on those who want to get married. Hope you are doing well, excited and full of anticipation. Today's topic, we will be talking about part 2 of what is marriage. As we have said that marriage is not complete without humanity. Humanity consists of a husband and a wife. Husbands are spiritual leaders. In 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse number 3, it says that, "But I want you to understand this. Christ is the head of the man, man is the head of the wife, and the head of Christ is God." So husband, you are the head of your wife. You are the head of your house. But please remember that humble yourself, seek the face of God. And in addition, 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7, it says that, "Husband, live in an understanding way with your wife. Show honor to them as they are the weaker vessel, since they are heirs with you of the grace of life, so that your prayers will not be hindered." So when your wife comes to you, husband, with an opinion or an idea, don't cut them off. Try to listen to them. And moreover, husband, love your wife. Love is an intense feeling and a deep affection for someone. In Ephesians 5 verse 25, it says that, love your wife just as Christ have loved the church and gave himself up for her. So husband, it is expected from you to love your wife, not to hate your wife, always to stand by her, providing all her needs. In Genesis chapter 2 verse 15, it says that God placed the man in the garden to work it. Genesis 3:19, it says that, "By the sweat of your brow you are to eat your food and provide for your family." So husband, you have been created to work, and you have been created to provide for your wife and your family. As a husband who loves your wife, there is no reason for you to abuse her physically as well as emotionally. And as a husband who loves your wife, in return, she will also be genuinely submissive. And another interesting point is that if you as a husband fail to provide for your family, this might lead your family be tempted in many ways. An example is that your children might get involved into criminal activities in order to put bread on the table, and your wife might be tempted into adultery. So 1 Timothy chapter number 5 verse 8, it says that a husband that does not provide for his family have denied the faith, and he is worse than an unbeliever. Furthermore, husband and wife do not deny one another pleasure. As couple, it's expected from you not to deprive one another sex except for a genuine reason. And we are going to read that in 1 Corinthians chapter number 7 verse 5. And this is what it says: "Do not deprive one another except with consent for a time, that you may give yourself to fasting and prayer, and come together again, so that Satan does not tempt you because of your lack of self-control." So, for example, let me give an example. You are fasting and praying for something. That is the time you are depriving one another your bodies. But when that course is completed, you have to come back together so that the devil will not tempt you for your lack of self-control. On the other side, wife, you are your husband helper. Wife, you have been created to serve your husband. You have been created to serve with your husband. You have to be partners with your husband, supervising God's creation. Beside wife, submit. And submit, it have nothing to do with me lowering your character or damaging your reputation or dignity. But biblical submission is wife, respect your husband, and your marriage will be satisfying. And as couple, you will live peacefully. And then another interesting point about submitting is that when problem arises in your marriage, you will solve them peacefully. And remember that submitting have nothing to do with blind obedience. As a wife, express your opinions, express your ideas, even though they might be different to your husband's ideas and opinions, but do it with respect, without confrontation. And in addition, Proverbs 31 verse 30, it says that a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised, charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting. So wife, fear the Lord and you will be praised. Let your beauty be for God. Let your beauty be for your husband. In conclusion, raising children the right way. In Hebrew 12 verse 11, it says that no discipline seems pleasant at a time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. So as couple, let's seek God advice. Let's discipline our children. And even though it's painful, at the end, you will be satisfied with them. Proverbs 22 verse 6, it says, start children on the way they should go, and when they grow old, they will not depart from it. So as couple, try to discipline your children at an early stage, and I truly tell you that they will not depart from it. So I will elaborate more in our upcoming video on the role of the husband, on the role of the wife, as well as raising children the right way. That's all I have for you today. Hope to see you in our next video as we are going to dwell on the purpose of marriage. If you have any topic that you want to share on this channel, do not hesitate to comment below. Remember, Jesus is your joy in every journey of your life. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. See you next time.